Here we're just looking at a 2x4 that we picked up at a local hardware store. See the big knot? Then there's a nice clear space. Then there's a knot. And then there's a nice clear space. Well, what we're looking for is when we're looking for lumber in the hardware store for transitional trainers, we're looking for these big long sections of clear wood to be as long as we need, between 3 and 4 feet. Now, while that's rare, it's not impossible to find. And in fact, you can see here, we found just the very thing. We found a 1x3, which is perfectly clear.
To understand what this stick is, you probably need to understand what our philosophy is a little bit as a club. It's our approach to expose beginners to full contact fighting immediately, and we make the experience more reasonable by removing both weight and rigidity from the sticks. This not only makes it quite a bit safer, but it also encourages a sense of play, which is very conducive to learning. And then, over time, we introduce both the rigidity and the weight back into the sticks. What these sticks that we're making today are the sticks that transition the student from a flexible stick to a more rigid stick, while keeping the weight very light. These are not sticks to be used in fighting. They're just meant to train.
One more time.
And you can see here now we have two perfectly clear 1-inch billets of spruce. Now all we have to do is just clean the ends off so they're exactly the same.
Good. Here we have our two beautiful pieces of nice clear-cut spruce.
Now all we have to do to finish these up is to set the table saw blade at 45 degrees and run the stock through and cut the diagonal edges off. So when you look at the end of the stick, it'll look exactly like a stop sign. This will make them feel uniform and even, and that's what a transitional trainer is all about, teaching symmetry. Now that the work is done, you can take them out and take them for a test run. Look for balance and look for the feeling of exactness between them, symmetry. The trainers, while lighter than hardwood shillelaghs, feel remarkably like them just from the rigidity. And keeping in the MSP spirit, I wanted to include a demonstration of this with hockey gloves on to show that it actually can be used in the ring. On top of teaching competence with either the left or the right hand, what this drill does is it develops a sense of flexibility in a person's core, which is one of the essential ingredients for power. The form that I'm using here is my own, and it's the basis for my version of Drunken Shillelagh.